I think later today I'm going to start sorting through those, the emails. You know, I'm sure people will be reporting the general things we need to know, but I kind of want to look through them myself, see if there's anything interesting I see. But something I want to point out that I've seen so far from what people are reporting and the few I have been able to look at is I really think what made Jeffrey powerful to these men is he was kind of like a therapist. He was their fixer. And when you're someone in power, they don't feel like they have a lot of people they can trust. They're deeply insecure men. And they want someone they can talk to help them, because even going to a therapist feels risky to them or vulnerable. And so they want to talk to someone who's on their level and that's good with women or whatever it is, because they're literally like, does he like me? Like creepy old men that are not appealing want these younger women to like them, and they're asking Jeffrey, like, I said this, what do you think I should say? Like two girls or two boys, they're just like text, like co-texting, like, bro, she texted me this, what should I say? And he's just like hyping him up and, oh, that was a good move here and that was a good move there. And I only worked on a movie set one time, and for me, that was enough. I went to help my sister-in-law. So my sister-in-law's brother was directing a film. That's the one that had, what's his name? The ice guy. See, that's how little I think of him. Dean Cain, right? That's where I was sexually harassed. He sexually harassed me, my sister, and my sister-in-law, not knowing we were related, and was saying gross things to my brother in front of me about me. And my brother tried to like melt into the couch out of horror. But anyway, I was on that set, and within a short amount of time, I felt like a therapist for these people. I could not believe the level of insecurity these men had, and the panic and nervousness and like worrying about what everyone thought about them. And so I was only supposed to be there for the day. I ended up being there a couple days, but then I wasn't going to come back anymore. And they wanted me to stay, and they would give me a credit in the film if I would stay. And that was really because I brought calm to the set, and I'm a goofball, so I was making people laugh. But literally, like, it was like a counseling session. Like, I felt like a mother. So I think that maybe Jeffrey was just good at handling people that way, and these men felt like they could confide in him, and he could fix their lives and get them in the positions they wanted, things like that. But really, he knew how to handle their insecurity. He was kind of like when men hire prostitutes, but they just sit and talk to him like, I have a friend. And he hired a prostitute, and he was Mormon at the time. And I ended up talking to him about it, and he's like, we just sat and talked. Like, once she got there, I don't know that he found her attractive or if that even mattered, but once she got there, it was really like he just talked to her. And I know that sometimes that is the thing that happens. Like, some of these paid escorts for these really wealthy men, and I know some of these really wealthy men, they just have them there so they have someone to talk to that makes them feel better about themselves. And I live near LA, right? I don't now, but I did till recently. And the amount of these, the sugar daddy and the younger women, like, they need that to feel okay about themselves, especially if they've been through a divorce or something. Like, and it was so cringe because like everyone in the restaurant would see him and they would try and be like, and you'd see the girl playing along, but every woman in the room knew it was disingenuous and it was fake. And the guy was trying to like wrestle her, be playful, and everybody was like, I can no longer eat my food. The relationships are just strange. And I have a friend that was trying to say, but the girls are really smart and it's, an even exchange. I'm like, it's still weird. It's still weird because there's a weird power thing going on. And like, these men try and convince themselves that these young women like them. And then when something happens and they don't get the same affection or the liking back that they think they're going to get, I'm like, okay, here's the bad news for y'all. Your nickname is Toad. They call you toads behind your backs. You give them money. And like none of them are even remotely attractive. The ones that I have known or know of. You know, it's kind of like Elon. Like, he's no hottie. Like Peter Thiel, like you guys are having to hire people, or that's how you've met people. It's like, yeah, because you're deeply insecure. And that's part of why they feel like they need all this money and all this stuff, is so that they can feel okay about themselves. The problem is they have like a hole in themselves, and so it's never enough. It's like they hoard it, right? So but that's always so that they can feel like worthy of something. But then they have to buy the love. Like it will never work the way that it is. I had a guy comment on one of my posts on YouTube. Hi, if you see me. But he was talking about how he had several $1 million at one point. He was worth quite a bit of money. And he said, like, there comes a time where it's like the money doesn't help you feel anything. Like, you can buy anything. You can go do anything. So there's not that feeling of like working towards it, like that feeling of joy that you get. And so they end up addicted to drugs, sex, whatever, all power, all that stuff. But it's life ruining. He said he ended up losing everything and became homeless because he got addicted to drugs. And so then he started, he got healthy again, and so he's okay. But he's like, I have no desire to ever be wealthy again because it warps your brain. And I was seeing I think it was a professor the other day, was saying that when they do scans of brains, like sociopaths or psychopaths, whatever, and the wealthy, they have similar brain scans. It's because they lose their empathy. They lose their perspective. They have no one saying no or pushing back. Like even these girls, they want to say no, but they're like, hee, right? Because they pay for things. So how do you ever know what's ever genuine? It's just, I was just telling my friend, I'm like, your friends go out with these women, but like, it's not genuine. And all humans crave the feeling of authenticity. When anything's fake, even if you're paying for it and you think you can dupe yourself into it, you can't. And like I have a friend that's in proximity to all these people, and he'd try and tell me about their lives. I'm like, they're addicted to drugs. They're addicted to alcohol. Like, do they do these things? Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's because they have a giant hole in themselves and they can never fill it. And in his mind, like, they have these great careers, so they must be happy. And I'm like, if they're hiring people to travel with them and hype them up and make them feel loved, I don't care how well it works, it's still paid for. So it's not anything that they can ever feel as authentic. I have a feeling that what Jeffrey Epstein's knack was to really understand people, even though he was fucked up, but understand what they need and how to get it to them, and to listen and to hype people up, just like these women that are being paid for. And he knew how to engage the women and all that stuff. So really, he was kind of a connoisseur of people, old and young.